Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in because this is an experiment. This is a very, very awkward camera angle, but I'm going with what I got. Hello up there. I'm gonna be watching the third episode of the fourth season of Demon Slayer. See, I got it right that time. So yeah, last we left off, Gyu went through some stuff. I was kind of frustrated with him, but the good thing is that now we are moving straight into the training. So we get to see what kind of training these Hashira put these poor, inexperienced Demon Slayers through. I mean, we all know that like Genya, Tanjiro, and Inosuke are gonna do flawlessly, but poor Zenitsu, man. Or at least that's just my guess, because though I am a manga reader, I don't remember anything about this episode, or this manga chapter, or anything. So without further ado, let's go. Oh, it starts like, never mind. I love how he's with his kids there, that he's with his family, you know? I would love for Eve to do an opening of Demon Slayer. Eve did one for MHA, and then I actually got into like his stuff and what he actually does, so. I love how Tengen, who is like one of the physically strongest Hashira, is running basics now because he lost a hand. Shinazugawa and Kanroji's training? Oh, we're getting there. What is he doing? Who's on his back there? Unless he's weighing himself down with rocks, which sounds like something he's doing. Oh my gosh, he's so sad. He's like, yeah, I know, I was there. I'm trying very hard not to cry. I'm trying to be optimistic. Oh. Okay, so this is use of CGI. Oh my gosh. He's been through so much. Look at that scar. Dang. He's got the face of a child, but like the body of like a prime athlete. Oh, they still have Demon Watch after this. These guys don't have it in them. Like, they've never been through training like this. Natural selection was full of these people. There's people who thought, yeah, I can do it. Not many of them got out. Like 4 of them got out. 5 of them got out. Wait a minute. They're gonna die. They're gonna get a chance to. This looks way too familiar. No, keep your guard up. These 2 are gonna die. Okay, who just took him? Sword out, buddy. Sword out now. Who was it? Oh. My gosh. They're still gonna die. No. What was that noise? I missed it. Is this a... Oh. I was about to say, is this a demon I recognize? And I do. So this is... I didn't realize there was going to be a demon enemy for this arc. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought it was just like a training arc. I'm very excited. I missed that sound because I was talking over it. But I have a feeling I know what it is. I'm just going to make sure that I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna listen for that sound. I love how Tanjiro's still like doing the splits. Oh, but see, Urokodaki trained Tanjiro to do that every single day. No, he's not cruel. He does this because he's concerned about them. He doesn't want them to die. He's like head and shoulders taller than them. And to think that Guillaume's taller. I'm sorry, Tanjiro, but that stare is a little creepy. You've already kept your promise, Tanjiro. This is fruitless. You already succeeded. It's so cute. Okay, it's a test. I'd like a bowl of udon. In fact, give me 2. That's like the scene from Lord of the Rings, the deleted scene where Gimli and Legolas had a drinking contest. Oh, are you guys gonna discuss what happened? These 2 are so polite to each other. What the heck? There are scars on his sheath, man. That's not just him. That's an aesthetic. Okay. Are you guys gonna talk about the Infinity Fortress? Yeah, okay, let's hear it. I heard that this was anime original, so. And for some reason, that place has to be a part of it. Oh, you guys made it inside. Where do you think they stay during the day? You've made it inside several times? Or you were just chasing it? Yeah, okay. Yeah. You guys are preparing? You think the demons aren't? The thing is, the master said otherwise. Oh, you start panicking? Yeah. How interesting that you, Iguro, of all people, say that. And that's all I'll say on the matter. I'm scared. Of course, Bakugo. What? As training? How far are we into the video? I want to see this. Right. Well, if Nezuko hadn't been there, Tengen would have died. Of course he does. Of course. Okay. Well, wait a minute. What if the one who's been stalking them shows up? Oh no! This isn't good. Are we gonna see a Tengen versus Tanjiro fight? I never knew I wanted this. Tanjiro's gonna be able to smell him out. Of course, Mr. Shinobi. Oh. That's terrifying. A crippled Hashira. Whoa! Well, I mean, Tengen can't. Tengen's not using his scimitars. Tengen is at a disadvantage here because he is not only down an arm, he's not using his weapon of choice. And he's half blind. Oh gosh, okay. One of them tried grappling. Because some demons don't even need to raise a finger to kill you. Oh my gosh, this sounds so Attack on Titan. That's right. See, that time the smile looks eager. Okay, who's next? I know that they said it in like the previous episode, but I would still like to know if I'm supposed to figure out who it was by house. Oh, it's Muichiro, okay. I was like, cause that look, I mean, honestly, I was like, I was gonna make a guess. I was able to go back and try to distinguish that sound that I heard that I talked over. So it didn't sound like what I thought it was going to sound like. To me, it sounded honestly like 3D maneuver gear. So I have no idea what to make of that. But I do know who is responsible. It's like, I was like, is this gonna be a demon I know? And I'm hoping, and then I see that eye in the darkness, I'm like, oh yes, I know who this is. But I am really, really curious. Anime onlys, please comment below. Tell me tell me what you think is going on. Because honestly, I feel like Ufotable and just the people behind Ufotable have a distinct understanding of this story that when it comes to like anime original stuff, I hardly ever see this. Like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm sorry, I mean like Full Metal Alchemist. Like the original Full Metal Alchemist had to go anime original, and I kind of lost interest afterwards. Same thing with a couple other shows I've seen down the line, but it's like Ufotable has introduced anime original content with the stuff between Iguro and Sanemi. that as a whole adds more to the story, I think. It seems like Hantengu has been replaced, because that's what 4 means, right? Hantengu was upper 4. It seems like Muzan has been busy, and that whatever this new upper 4 can do, the interesting thing that I find about this demon, it didn't automatically attack. It just watched and sent like a little sentinel to follow the demon slayers back. So if they got back to like this new hideout, it means that this demon, this new unnamed demon, now knows where they are, which means Muzan will come at some point or another. It really at this point, it is just a race to see who gets there first. Because it looks like Sanemi and Iguro are, even though they're not doing very well with it, they have located at least the Infinity Fortress several times. Iguro has said that he has investigated it several times. So I feel like both sides are making like sufficient movement toward the other. Now I feel like whatever this demon just did, if those 2 demon slayers got back to the village before sunrise, then Muzan already has their location. If not, then Sanemi and Iguro seem to be making swift steps of their own, which makes me really excited because I think it builds the tension a lot between, this is the hype up arc. And I feel like this builds tension a lot between the 2 sides. The cups are rising. Which one's going to boil over first? Which one's going to tip over? Which one's going to shatter? And the moment that happens is the moment that the next arc kicks everything into high gear. So right now, it's just 2 powerful people staring each other in the face. Whoever blinks first loses. The battle isn't decided then, but that's when it starts. The tension in this episode was amazing. The thing is, this upper 4, who recognized that eye? That was the eye in the anime opening. The one whose eye was on Nezuko. It was the exact same eye, the exact same kanji. If you look at it, it's perfect. What could happen is maybe this demon isn't particularly looking for the demon slayers or the demon slayer hideout. It's nice to know that. But specifically, it's like, if Nezuko is there, if Nezuko is specifically there in wherever this is, then Muzan's gonna go there. He could decide, if Nezuko's not there, like, all right, I'll kill the entire Demon Slayer Corps on the way, you know? Try as I might hope to think that, like, if these guys are going to do an anime original sparring fight scene between Iguro and Sanemi, we're not gonna see it. Like, the way that they ended up like that, standing like that, being like, fight me, I don't think we're going to see it happen. Even though I would have loved to see it happen, I would have loved to wonder who would win the fight. But I'm going to just hazard a guess right now. First of all, they're not going to show it. And second of all, Sanemi's going to win. Not for any contest of strength. It's obvious now that Iguro and Sanemi really respect each other and won't hold any punches with each other, aside from the fact that they won't try to kill the other. The thing is that we saw it. We saw Sanemi's breathing style. We saw Iguro's breathing style. Both of those Hashira, both of their breathing styles are suited for long range, from what I have seen, okay? I feel like the best way to, like, just based on what I saw in that very short shot in the first episode, is that Iguro's snake breathing is kind of like Yondu's arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it is very good for long range, but it is also very specific and it targets very specific things. Meanwhile, Sanemi's wind breathing is good for long range because it literally destroys everything in sight. And that itself is very formidable, I think. I feel like because of that, I feel like Iguro would be very sneaky and manage to get a hit on Sanemi maybe once or twice, because not only is his snake breathing very wide range and swerves a lot, I feel like it would be very hard to hit or to deflect. It's also very stealthy. He barely makes a noise. That's the thing. I feel like that's the one advantage Iguro might have over Sanemi, is that the wind howls, the snake slithers, and the snake is quieter than the wind. Not to mention, snake breathing is a offshoot of water breathing, and water breathing can change to adapt itself to really any situation. From what I've seen, it moves a lot like water breathing, at least to me. By the way, I mean, actually, you know what? This might be a Taisho era secret, so I'm not going to say anything, but I was about to say something about Iguro's sheath, because his sword is is a noodle. it's wavy. I wish I could say more. I feel like I could say more about Tengen. Really, I think it's just how devoted he is to his family, because Hina, was it Hina or was it Makio? I think it was Makio, said that like Tengen regrets withdrawing from the Demon Slayer Corps. But he did it because Hina in the flashback said, once we defeat an upper rank, can we do something else? Can we settle down? And Tengen's like, I love you, so sure. At that point, you have a promise to stick to, you stick to the promise. And that shows, I think, how careful Tengen is. And I feel like that's also why they put him at the bottom. Like, yes, he's kind of at half his strength now. Him being so harsh with these Demon Slayers I think it's because he knows that there's more difficult training ahead, because he's covering the basics. Meanwhile, like Muichiro and all of the others are covering a very specific part of fighting, meaning it's going to be a lot harsher, it's going to be a lot more critical, and you have to learn to take a beating. Because I'm going to say right now, Muichiro doesn't pull any punches. We should know that. We saw him fight Kyoko. We saw him fight that one nameless demon when he was a kid, who, by the way, he beat within an inch of its life. And then I dread to think like what Sanemi has cooked up, or even what Iguro has cooked up. It's like, you make it through Tengen's basic training, sure. What's after that? Only more worse things to come. Yeah, as an anime only, I want you to comment below. I want you to tell me what you think is going on with the demon that's apparently looks like stalking the Demon Slayers. What do you think about Tengen's training? What do you think about Iguro and Sanemi and what might happen there? Where do you think this is leading to? Because you can tell, I know who that demon is in the shadows, and I want to blab about it so much, but I'll have my chance. It might be at the next arc I'll have my chance. Right now I can't say anything, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You don't have to, but it would be cool if you did. And yeah, thank you so much for staying, and have a nice day. I'm sorry if this comes out late.